training. I'm here for 4 days. A little bit nervous. I don't know, you know what? I think I'm excited. Just past the reversing. Let's go! Am I on day 3? Doing alright, to be fair. I've mounted the curb a couple of times. It's just learning, and it's progress. I've got until Friday, that's my test. I've got my module 4 today. So it's like a show and tell kind of deal. Past the mod 4. Ignore the teddy bear at the side, that's for the kids. Oh, I was so nervous for that, and I cannot believe that I've passed it. I can't show you because it's got like all details on it, but you saw like just the pass thing. Thank God I can breathe. That, for me, is harder than the actual practical of driving the truck. It's way harder. Thank God. I'm on a quick break. I'm in a Filipino pasty. Pretty good. My missus made it. It's very nice. My instructor pulled me to the side today. Well, at the end of the day, said that I'm doing really good. There's progress, but we still need to work a little bit more. Tomorrow's my last day of practice, and then my exam is on Friday. So I need to lock in. I need to lock in hard. Test day. Wish me luck, boys. I don't know if I'm like excited or nervous. I can't tell. There's somewhat going on. I'll let you guys know how it goes in an hour. Peace. So good news, guys. And it's not what you're going to expect. I'm actually quite frustrated with it. So I'm sat in the truck waiting. My exam was at 8:10. And there's no sign of the examiner. And it's a training site, this, as you can see behind me. And one of the instructors, he's a nice guy, comes up and says, I'm a bit worried this never happens. And they were like, this is concerning. And I was like, right, he's laying the groundwork here. This isn't going to happen, is it? And then he's on the phone back and forth with DVSA and his head office. And he comes up to me and goes, yeah, I'm sorry, mate, it's cancelled. And I was like, fucking hell. It's frustrating because it's Friday now. The exam was 8:10 till 9:10. And I have done Monday to Thursday, 20 hours training in the truck. And I was mentally and physically prepared today. I'd got myself there. So he tells me it's cancelled, and I'm like, right, it's not their fault. I'm not frustrated with them. I'm frustrated with the DVSA. But I was like, right, it's cancelled. There's not really much we can do. Next minute, he tells me we'll rebook it. But I suppose that gives me a bit more time to mentally prepare for the next test. They've told me that it's going to be rebooked soon. They'll do it as quick as possible. It's like you're running a marathon and you can see the finish line in your sights, and then someone just picks up the line and starts walking away as you're running at it. It's frustrating, but I can't let it get to me. I've got to have faith, believe, stay positive, and just get on with it, really. Apparently in my hometown, they're having a roller disco tonight. I'm going to be taking my son and my partner to a roller disco, so that's going to be some. Oh my god, I've got the worst ulcer on my mouth, on my lip as well. God damn, it's killing me. Yeah. So I'm going to head back home now. I've not uploaded a vlog for quite a while, and it's for this specific reason. I have been non-stop with this truck driving training. So right side, I can get back, upload the vlog. Hopefully, I said to the instructor they can give me like an hour or two refresher just before the next rebook of the test. Because obviously I'm not going to be fresh. I know it's like muscle memory and you won't forget it in like a week or two, but I don't know how long it's going to be until the next test. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway guys, I'm setting off now. I'll catch you guys in a bit. So guys, just using my DJI Osmo Gimbal SE, I believe that's called. Yeah, I'm sorry I've not uploaded for quite a while. I've been pretty busy. As you can see, I have been making, you know, I'll just give you a tour a bit later. I've been making a man cave for myself. I've always wanted one, and I've just never really done it. And then today I was like, well, not today, last week I was like, I'm finally going to do it. I'm going to make a man cave. So it's still early days with it, but it's looking quite good already. I've got like a whole computer set up, I've got a sound bar, I've got glass cabinets at the side, got my certificates on the wall, got a little workout section, books. But the majority of the room is books and gym stuff. That's what I like. So I've been quite a couple of places since my last vlog. My driving test, I don't know if I mentioned in the last vlog, maybe I did, but I'll just mention it again now for reference. My driving test got cancelled for the HGV because the instructor just didn't turn up. Apparently he was very ill. I don't know how often that happens, but it happened, which was unfortunate, but they had to cancel the test and then I've had to wait 2 weeks. So the test again is tomorrow. I got a bit frustrated with them and said, look, I was fresh off my, my God. My gimbal's going mad. I need to realise how sensitive that thing is. I was fresh off my lessons and I had a week of like intensive lessons. It was like a crash course. And then when the instructor didn't turn up, they were like, don't worry, we'll put you into the exam 2 weeks later. And it's like, yeah, but I'm not going to be fresh. I've not drove a truck now for 2 weeks. So they're quite nice people, actually. The school that I've used, they aren't responsible for this, but they've said, we'll give you a 3-hour training. So tomorrow I've got to get there quite early and do the training. You'll see, I don't know if I've put some videos on this vlog of me in the truck, but I'll try and find some videos of me doing the course so you can have a look at what was going on and me sat there waiting for the test. Tomorrow's the big day, and strangely enough, I thought after I passed my truck driving, I'd be struggling to find work and I'd have to do like agency work and it'd be quite hard because I don't have experience, but that is not the case. I think I'm just lucky because of where I live, but a lot of people have been in touch with me and said, yeah, well, they're not even like interviewing me or questioning me. They're just saying, yeah, come in, do an hour's driving with us. If we like your driving, you started. And driving's driving. Once you pass your test, you know what to do. So I've had like a couple of offers saying, yeah, come do the driving. So I'm not worried about that anymore. Something that's opened my eyes up a bit. I've always struggled with work with motivation to actually do it because I feel like it's other companies and it's their vision and I've never really been bothered about it. But seeing my instructors for the truck driving and just having a different lens on how people actually work has made me realise that people understand this and know it, but we unfortunately have to go through with it anyway and just view it in a different light. You need to view it in a light of, I need to make the most of this, you know? Truck driving is something that I will enjoy. It's very well built for my character. I'm introverted. I don't hate people or anything like that, but I prefer to be in my own company. It's just the way I've always been. And when I want to be around people, I don't really want to be around other people. I want to be around my family. That's just the way I'm built. And for a while, I always thought that something was wrong and that's not how it should be. But I think I've come to realise now that that's just who I am. I don't mind going out with a couple of friends every now and again, go for, I don't know, a nice hike, or go out and go get something to eat, go for a meal. But the majority of the time, I either want to stay at home with family or go out with family. If I want to do something, I'm always thinking, I wish I could take my family here. Maybe that's just the way it is when you get older, I don't know. So when you're working, I notice that people, they feel a certain way and they act a certain way, but I used to get frustrated thinking like, why are you okay with this? Why are you okay with doing the same thing over and over and over again? And I realised they're not okay with it. Nobody's okay with it. They wish they could do something better. But at the end of the day, we're just animals. We're animals out hunting, and we've become so spoiled where we feel like we're owed something when we're not. We're still trying to survive. We're still trying to get on with it, and it's how you view it. You need to have a better mentality than just, I'm owed this and I'm just going to throw a tantrum. Accept the reality for what it is. Accept it for what it is. Be thankful for what you've got. Be grateful for what you've got, and work towards what you want. Don't let other people tell you what you should do either. Don't let other people tell you that you're not capable of doing something. I feel like for years I always put myself down, mainly because I had toxic people around me that were telling me that I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that. And I don't know, I just let that go, let it go, and just thought, I'm gonna do something completely out of character for me, and I did it. And it's quite eye-opening to realise that it's cliche that you can do anything you set your mind to, but it's no joke. The person who's doing that is still human, and if he can do it, you can do it. You just have to set your mind to it. Trust in God as well. That's the one thing I would say, always trust in God. Trust in God, know that He's got your back. I believe that. I believe that if you have faith in something, regardless if you're not religious, have faith in yin and yang, have faith in the power of determination, have faith in these kind of things, and you'll be surprised how far you can go. That's the best way I can put it. A couple of months ago, I was down in the dumps. I wasn't doing very well. I've recently passed my college course, passed the truck driving pretty much. I'm like right at the end, but I'm going to pass that. I've gained, see, look, and you know what? When people say like, oh, you're full of it and stuff, I think you should be allowed to flex your muscles and do that kind of thing. I've built this. This is the product of my hard work, and it's the product of struggles that I've been through. All those frustrations and everything I've got, I've put it into the gym, and that is, that's my shell, that's my armour that I've built through all the trouble that I've gone through. This is what I've used this to kind of, instead of emotionally getting upset about things and getting angry, I've took that and put it into something productive that can help my health. And every time I look at that, I feel good about myself, but I'm also thinking like, I can do it, and so can you. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm amazing, and I'm not saying you can get to where I am, because I'm nowhere near where I want to be. Nowhere near. I'm still socially awkward, I'm still not fully confident in myself, 100%. But I'm making steps in the right path. I'm definitely making steps in the right path, and I think that's down to my belief in God, my belief in other people, my less pessimistic view of the world, and I think I'm always going to be trying to improve myself till the last day. yeah. So I'll give you a little tour of the man cave so you can have a look at what I've done. Like I say, it's pretty bare bones at the moment. We've got a heat wave in the UK at the moment as well, and I love it. People, they're not too good in heat, but to me, I flourish in that stuff. Absolutely love it. But let's see if you can see my cat down there. He's here. She's exhausted. All the animals are just like lay on the floor, just like that. God, that was a dangerously close, but it was my bad. So, yeah, have faith in yourself. Generally, I don't even mean that on a superficial, like how you portray yourself to others. I'm going to act it out. Generally, deep down inside, have faith in yourself. You've got this. I mean this. You've got this. You just gotta keep pushing. Do the things that you're resistant against. Do the things you don't want to do, because there's a reason you're pushing back. If you're not happy with yourself and then you're showing resistance to certain things, those resistance things that you're stopping, that's the things you need to do. You definitely need to do that stuff. Just open your eyes, open your mind to new possibilities. Don't let people tell you what to do. Have faith in yourself, and always try and do something that's like new to yourself. Always try and do like I don't know. This is kind of embarrassing to say, but I for years didn't read a book, like a single book. I didn't read any book at all, and I'm a huge like fantasy person. Like you can see there, I love fantasy stuff, and I'd always play video games. I'd always look at anime, movies, that kind of thing. I never read a book, and at first I forced myself to like read books, and my God, it was the best decision I ever made. I'm addicted to books now. I can't stop reading them. Better than manga by far. Just got interested in, I've not bought it yet and I've not read it, but I've been looking at The Wheel of Time. I always heard it like on the grapevine, but people were saying it was better than Lord of the Rings, and I was like, and maybe, I don't know if it is, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I am hearing very, very good things about that book series. So I'm going to be giving that a go. I'm going to buy that series. But yeah, I'm reading, and it's kind of making the world a bit more colourful. Finding things where you know that people are interested in this kind of stuff, and you've always thought, yeah, it's not my kind of thing, but then you've just tested the waters. My next thing I'm going to do, once I've got a bit more money behind myself, I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to get a fishing license, get into fishing, and I'm very meditative. I am introverted, and I like meditation, and I like clear-mindedness, mindfulness. I feel like fishing really could work for me. There is one problem that I suffer with though. Like, I'm in the gym, loving the gym. Once I get some steam and I'm moving forward, I kind of go all in, and I don't know how to pace myself. It becomes my whole world. All I'm doing is going to the gym. And I'm seeing the fruits of it. It's brilliant, but I'm starting to center my life around the gym, and I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be like a routine where I can carry on doing this and that. And I think it's because for a couple of years I was so focused on court and what was happening that I didn't have something for myself. And the gym I always knew the gym was my thing, but I've gone back to it and I've got so overexcited. I'm fully all in at the gym, and I don't want to do that because life is so much more colourful and beautiful than that. There's so many things. So I need to start going to the gym on a routine basis, reading, fishing. I want to start playing golf. I'm only going to go to like a driving range at first because I feel like I'm not good enough to play actual golf yet. I've been to a driving range a couple of times and I've got quite a good, I don't even know what you call it, hit, I don't know, drive, yeah. But I want to practice my skills a bit at a driving range before I do something like that. I've also been looking at, they do 5k runs like around England. Well, actually the whole of England, they do 5k runs every Sunday. There's like in London, in Sheffield, in Manchester, and they all just meet up and they do it for free. And they do a junior one as well, so I could take the kids to that. And I'm thinking about doing that. The adult one is every Sunday, from what I can see, and that's across England. So I could just suddenly decide, I'm going to go Glasgow today and run a 5k. 5k is, in my opinion, very, very easy. But I'm fully from the treadmill. I don't know what I'll be like outside, so we'll give that a go. Yeah, so I just wanted to catch you guys up, tell you what's going on. I'll try and get some footage when I'm doing the course tomorrow and then doing the test. Obviously I'm not going to film while I'm driving the test, but I'll let you know what happens after. I just got to keep it up, keep focused. You guys stay focused, stay on top of it. The times where you feel like, I've got to admit as well, for the last couple of days, I've not been getting up on a schedule. My 6-minute diary, I've been missing that quite often. I've not been having breakfasts. I think my food, I've not been as healthy with it. And it's not because I'm like spiraling down, it's because I'm seeing, like, what's the word? I'm seeing the fruits of my labour, and my mind is like, oh, you don't need to push as hard anymore. But I've got to this point before. I've got to the point where I feel like, yeah, I'm feeling good about myself. My body looks good. My health feels good. I've got quite an active life going on. My confidence is at an all-time high. And that's the moment where I let go and I go, right, I'm done. I'm done working now. I'm done trying hard. I've got there. This is what I wanted. And if you don't sustain it, it doesn't become integrated into your normal part of life. It becomes just a milestone that you've hit, and then it's like running a marathon. Once you go over that finish line, you don't carry on running, you're walking. It's not like that. You need to view it as this is your new way of life, and that's why I'm trying to be more realistic with me going to the gym and not viewing it as my whole life revolves around this, because I want this to be for life. So this is why I want different things to do. Obviously the truck driving, you're very sedentary, you're not moving around a lot, and that is going to have a detrimental effect on me. My instructor told me that there's a truck drivers running club, and they all meet up at like truck stops and things like that and go for a run, and that is fucking brilliant. I will be doing that. But this is the next struggle now, maintaining different things to do, making sure that I don't go all the way in and just say I want to do this and then nothing else matters. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. Obviously they're gonna, oh, they're very tired. Oh, it's going to be tricky to do this. There's my glass cabinet. I got the Witcher dude there. Just a little floating shelf with my gym gloves. Got a nice desk. I'm into my smellies, so I've got like diffusers, candles, all that stuff. I need to figure out like how to sort out the, look at the wires. Looks horrendous. Got a nice sound bar there with the lights. Let me show you the lights.
Bluetooth mode.
Every time you turn it on, it does that. Fuck.
Connected.
That. When I turn it on at 11 o'clock at night. Can you see the lights? There you go. So, oh my god. This gimbal, honestly, it's like driving on Halo. So yeah, I've got my certificates, Lord of the Rings. I'm currently reading Fellowship at the moment, so that's why it's not there. I just finished The Hobbit. Lord of the Rings is like my go-to book. If I'm feeling like I need to read Lord of the Rings. I got myself a mini fridge. Not too keen on the mini fridge, to be fair, because I found out that they don't actually cool the drinks down. What you're supposed to do is fully freeze the drinks first, or cool the drinks, and then put them in. And then it maintains the temperature. So it's a bit frustrating. Got my Berserk, The Witcher, video games. This game here, check it out. That game is incredible. It's not very well known. It is in the adventure world, but on the mainstream world, not very well known. Got my 3DS. I've modified that, so I've got like all the games on it. I've just finished Radiant Historia. That game is incredible. That's the sequel to the one I just mentioned. That's a good game also. It's not as good as the first one, but it's still good. Dragon Ball. Now this game is... just check it out. That game is probably the best game ever made, in my opinion. We got the VR. Ramen. 12 Rules for Life. Got my protein shake. A few anime and stuff. And then, oh my god. I've got all the Terry Pratchett books down there. And check these out, my girlfriend makes these. She's like made them individually. All those little parts, she's put them in and like put them together. How fucking cool is that? She's gonna make me like a Lord of the Rings one soon. I think it's amazing. And then there's the Witcher dude. Right guys, I'll see you around after my test. I'll let you know how it goes. Peace.